Show me the life hack that you randomly saw one day that is now an unconscious standard practice in your life. I'll go first.
I heard you like Nutella. Well, keep on watching because we're making donuts Nutella. Flour, baking powder, and mix, mix, mix. Cracking an egg in the middle, adding milk, a little bit of oil, obviously can use butter, and sugar. Mix, 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 and we add Nutella. Yup, that is the main flavor here, and I'm so excited. Should look like this. And then we start layering the piping bag with the batter and real Nutella. Duh. We keep on going, and then we oil the pan because it's a very necessary step and I sometimes miss it. Should look like this, and we start piping. This is my favorite part. I don't know why, it's just so satisfying but also fun. Here is from far and here is from close. Look at that Nutella swirl inside. Come on. Should look like this and into the oven. Welcome back for part 2. Should look like this. Now for the icing. Meringue powder, cocoa powder, and powder sugar. A little bit of milk and we mix, mix, mix. I added a little bit of chocolate and we start dipping our donuts for that marble effect. Let them dry and should look like this. And now, if you thought that I forgot, I wanted to add a pop of something. So we're adding gold. Should look like this. And no, we did not forget about the glitter. Here we go. I forgot to film it, but see, it's so beautiful. For the recipe, make sure to follow me on TikTok. Go to my Instagram. It's that easy. Make sure to follow and go to stories to find out. See you there. Bye.
So pizza night used to run us anywhere from $20 to $50 to feed our large family, but this is how we do pizza night now and on a budget. So all you have to do is get tortillas, and if you want to do low carb, just get carb balance or wheat tortillas. Get some spaghetti sauce. This is actually margarita pizza spaghetti sauce, and it was really, 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 really good. Put a couple spoonfuls of it on your tortilla and spread it. Don't go too thick with the sauce because it will make your tortilla soggy, so you just need a little bit. Then you're going to go ahead and top it with whatever desired toppings. We use mozzarella cheese and anything from spinach to mushroom to peppers. Tonight we just kept it simple and did mozzarella cheese and pepperoni. And next you're going to put it in your preheated oven at 350 degrees and bake for about 10 to 12 minutes or until the cheese is brown. And here you have it, pizza night.
Today we're gonna make homemade Nerds ropes. Dump a box of Nerds into a dish. Dump a bag of gummy bears into a bowl. Melt the gummy bears. I did mine for 1 minute. Give it a little stir. Now very carefully pour the gummy mixture into strips on top of the Nerds. Pour more Nerds on the top. You can kind of shake it around if that helps. Once they set up and firm, now you have your Nerds rope. Like this video so you can make it later and follow for more recipes.
You've asked for it. So here we go. I am reposting my most famous TikTok viral video, Better Than Olive Garden Fettuccine Alfredo. It starts with a stick of Kerrygold salted butter. Melt that down, then add 3 cloves of minced garlic, cook 2 minutes, then add 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. Whisk for 8 minutes until thick, then add 1.5 cups of grated Parmesan and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Whisk 2 more minutes until everything is nice and melted. Serve it up. It is the best sauce you will ever taste. I even put it on lasagna.
This batch of flourless peanut butter banana chocolate chip bars were gone in less than 24 hours in my house. Only 7 ingredients and 1 bowl. Mix together 2 mashed bananas, peanut butter, maple syrup, egg, cinnamon, baking soda, and a pinch of salt. Then fold in your chocolate chips. Of course, top with more chips and bake at 325 for around 20 minutes. I feel no guilt, mostly wholesome ingredients, so you better love your life.
2-pack sugar cookie dough. 1 jar coconut pecan frost. Fresh pecans. Caramel. 1 box vanilla cake mix. Don't mix it! 1.5 sticks butter sliced thin. Bake at 350 for 45 minutes.
Oh my god, you guys, this might be my fave.
The ultimate keto breakfast sandwich. Let me show you how I made it. Start by spraying your baby dash with a little cooking spray and add 2 tablespoons of shredded cheese. It looks oily when it comes out, but I promise you it crisps up perfect. Add 2 more tablespoons for the other side. And then let's whip up an egg. Yes, you can microwave eggs in a cup. It is not ideal, it's a little weird, but I like it. I microwave for 1 minute, and this is what it looks like when it comes out. And now let's assemble our sandwich. I always top with some hot sauce. I like to add some spinach in there to get some veggies. This is absolutely delicious. Try it out. Like and follow for all things easy peasy keto and low carb.
I'm officially starting a new viral feta recipe, feta 5-minute skillet broccoli. It's healthier, quicker, and totally freaking delicious. Trust me, I'm Greek. Heat some oil in your pan and get it really hot. Toss in your broccoli, florets, and sear them for 1 minute. Add in a mixture of water, onion, and garlic powder. Cover and lower the heat. After 2 to 3 minutes, add your crumbled feta and cover again to melt. At this point, you're definitely going to want to add some fresh lemon, dill, and pepper. Love your life.
This is a real treat. My mom has been making me this custard sugar cake for years. Let me show you how it's done. Let's go. In a bowl, active dry yeast, a little bit of sugar, and your warm milk. Stir it together, let it foam up. If this doesn't happen, start all over. Add that to a bowl with your room temperature eggs, give it a nice mix, and add in some vanilla powder or pure vanilla extract. Add your melted butter and slowly incorporate your flour until you have a nice sticky dough. Once it's nice and sticky, cover it, let it rise for an hour until double in size. Punch it down and transfer it onto a little baking dish that's lined with parchment paper. Gently spread it and cover again for 25 minutes. Once it's risen, my mom dips a chopstick in a little bit of oil and pokes these holes. We then mix the butter with the sugar and add it to those little holes and spread it all on top. Bake for 30 minutes, take it out and pour your half and half cream in the holes. Bake for another 10 minutes. Let it cool, enjoy, and follow me for more.
Salty sweet popcorn balls, minus the M&Ms because my mom made them all. Marshmallow, butter, melt that shit down. Popcorn, pretzels. Ooh. Grease your hands. It's like cheap lotion. Squish it. Did you eat all the peanut M&Ms? I'm sorry.
I know a lot of you guys don't know this about me, but before I got into content creating and posting recipes online, I was actually an iron worker. So that means I had some really long days and packing my lunch at night was not a thing. So this is what I would make almost every single morning in less than 5 minutes. This was my go-to lunch when I first started my keto journey. I had this steady for probably over 6 months when I actually lost the majority of my weight. So I'm not saying this is the healthiest lunch, but it's something quick and easy that worked for me.
Show me the
I
life
normally
hack
ate
that
3
you
of these.
randomly
It kept
saw
me full
one
all
day
day long
that is
until I
now
got
an
home from work.
unconscious
It's
standard
super simple.
practice
It's
in
a
your
slice
life.
of provolone,
I'll go
2
first.
slices of pepperoni, 2 slices of salami, and then I would fold them all together like that and put them in the container. I normally added lettuce, sweet cherry peppers, and some Italian dressing on mine, but there were definitely days where I was too tired to even put that stuff on it. Always paired it with a pickle, and you guys already know for more easy recipes like this, hit that follow button.
Hey guys, I'm going to show you how I make my chips and salsa. I'm taking the corn tortillas and cutting it in half, and then taking the half and cutting it again. I'm going to use a knife to smash 3 garlic cloves, and this makes it super easy to peel. I'm using 3 garlic cloves. If you don't like garlic as much, you can use less. We're going to heat up some vegetable oil and throw our tortillas in. We're going to fry them until golden brown. Fry as much as you'd like, and then just add a little bit of salt on top. Now I'm going to roast 2 large tomatoes. This part is super important because this is what gives the salsa flavor. You want to roast it low and slow for about 20 minutes, and when it looks all busted and mushy, that's when you know it's ready. We're going to take the garlic and about 5 dried red peppers and roast those as well. We're going to take everything and put it in the blender, add a tablespoon of coarse salt, and blend it all up. And that's it. Eat it with your chips. It's so easy and so yummy. Enjoy.
Today we're gonna make
my spinach puffs.
2 cups of spinach, chop it up, olive oil, garlic, add the spinach, and cook it until it looks like this. Back into the bowl, add some cheese, and 1 egg yolk. Save the whites for later. Now mix all of that up, add a little bit of salt. Now take a sheet of puff pastry and cut it into 4 equal squares. Put a little bit of spinach mixture on each one. Now take that leftover egg white and brush the opposite corners, and then wrap them on up like a little baby. Brush the tops. Now bake at 400 for 15 minutes. Yo. Wow.
Let's make a super easy cloud bread. If it's too complicated, people are not gonna wedge it. It's super simple, how good can it be? Do you think that's the real recipe they give you? When you see a girl making videos with real recipes, the best compliment will be like, share, and follow.
So I heard you like caramel and chocolate. Let's try something. First we melt butter and chocolate and should look like this. Adding some sugar and mix. Baking powder and some flour. Once it's fully combined, it should look like this. Cookie dough. And now onto our bowls. Ice cream scooper, and we make a little hole in the middle. Can you guess why? Yep, because we're going to put caramel inside. I made caramel and full recipe on my stories. Fill it in, cover with some more cookie, and oh my god, you guys, should look like this. Come back for part 2.
I made Gigi Hadid's vodka pasta recipe for a while now, but obviously without the vodka, so this is how you do it. Chop up 1 medium-sized onion and a handful of garlic. Boil some water and cook your pasta. Once your pasta is done cooking, go ahead and take some of the pasta water out and set that to the side. In a pan, add some olive oil and saute your onions and garlic. Here I'm adding 2 cans of tomato paste and sauteing that for about 5 minutes. After that, go ahead and add in some heavy cream. I added in about 1.5 cups and I mixed that in. Now as the replacement for the vodka, I use a tablespoon of lemon juice. Added in some crushed red pepper, a half a stick of butter, salt and pepper to season. Turned off the heat and added in some Parmesan cheese and a little bit of the pasta water that we saved. Added in my pasta and that's pretty much it. I topped it with some dry basil because I didn't have any fresh, some crushed red pepper flakes, and there you go. I also tripled the recipe because I have a big family, so keep that in mind.
Tonight we're making Ina Garten's viral scallops provençal. This was so Frenchy good. Pat your scallops dry, season with salt and pepper. Toss and coat in some flour. Cook in a pan with some hot melted butter for 2 minutes per side on medium heat. Next, add some more butter, shallots, garlic, fresh parsley, and saute for a few minutes. Serve immediately with fresh lemon juice and love your life.
Strawberry shortcake, overnight oats. You guys are obsessed with all my oat recipes. This one's 315 calories and incredible. Let's get started. To a small mason jar, 1/2 cup of rolled oats, teaspoon of chia seeds, 2 tablespoons of vanilla yogurt. I'm using this one. It's amazing. You could use any. Tablespoon of maple syrup and some finely diced strawberries. Add in half of your milk, stir, and then add in the rest. Stir it really well, cover, and the fridge goes for 2 hours to overnight, and enjoy.
Hey, there is nothing quite like good southern macaroni and cheese. You know, the kind that's not too dry, there's plenty of cheese in it, there's no breadcrumbs on top. You do yours your way. This is how I make mine. Stand by your pan. Secret number 1, block cheese. Shred your own. There's less wax, it's way better. I use Sharp and mozzarella. And Velveeta too. Take half of a big block and cube it up like that. Half a stick of melted butter, or 1. In a separate bowl, I whisk together 2 cans of evaporated milk and 4 eggs. Stir it well and add in a little garlic powder. Not too much, just enough so it tastes better than everybody else's. Lay a little cheese on the bottom and pour half of your pasta mixture. Put a bunch of cheese on top of that and repeat. Top with the rest of your cheese and pray over it. Lord, may this not go to my butt. Amen.
Let's make the TikTok ramen. Tablespoon of butter, medium heat, some garlic, add some soy sauce, some crushed red pepper, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. She said to stir it up for about a minute and let the sauce form. Add in your noodles and stir them around. Crack an egg and cook until the egg is cooked. Top with everything but the bagel seasoning. That's really good.
We're making the gray stuff. Mix a box of instant vanilla pudding mix with 1.5 cups of milk. Now let this firm up in the fridge for 10 minutes. 15 Oreos. Take the cream out. Blend them in a food processor, but I don't have one, so I'm using a blender. Hope this works. Oh yeah! Add your Oreos into your pudding. Mix. Now add 1 tub of Cool Whip and 2 tablespoons of instant chocolate pudding. Yum! I should have used a bigger bowl. Now do a little mix. Piping bag, star tip. Transfer your gray stuff into the bag. Now pipe it into your dish. Sprinkles and taste test. Whoa, it's so fluffy. This is indeed delicious. I asked my dishes and they said it was good too.